Germany's wealthiest woman is worth over $30 billion. Her brother, another $25 billion. Together, they control nearly half of BMW, one of the most respected car brands in the world. But behind the glitz and luxury lies a dark, hidden past. Their fortune didn't come from clever investments alone. It was built during one of history's darkest periods. Forced labor, wartime exploitation, close cooperation with the Nazi regime. Tens of thousands of enslaved workers were used in their factories, many beaten, starved, executed. Some factories even had gallows inside the production halls. When the war ended, while many industrialists faced trial, they walked free. They kept their factories, their capital, their influence. And later, they used that wealth to rescue BMW, transforming wartime profits into a modern empire worth over $60 billion. The system that protected them after World War II still works for them today. During the COVID-19 pandemic, BMW workers faced layoffs and reduced pay. Meanwhile, massive dividends continued flowing to major shareholders. And once again, the family came out financially stronger, while the people on the factory floor suffered. Long before BMW, the patriarch began with a modest textile business. He expanded aggressively into industries tied to state demand. Uniforms, chemicals, batteries, weapons. War was profitable if you were positioned correctly. By the 1930s, the family controlled companies critical to Germany's military. They even acquired a battery manufacturer powering submarines and military vehicles. Control of these assets placed them at the center of modern warfare. When the Nazis rose to power, alignment was deliberate. The patriarch joined the party, built relationships with top officials, and reshaped his businesses to fit the regime's priorities. The reward? Access, protection, influence. Personal connections pulled the family even closer to the highest levels of Nazi leadership. Factories had to operate at full speed, no matter the human cost. Forced labor and atrocity. They used tens of thousands of enslaved workers, beatings, starvation, executions, daily terror. At one factory, a satellite concentration camp existed inside the production lines. Gallows stood within the facility, a constant reminder of mortality. Meanwhile, Jewish-owned businesses were seized, property and assets transferred, often without compensation. This was state-backed theft, and they took full advantage. When the Third Reich fell, accountability seemed inevitable, but the patriarch was classified as a fellow traveler. Released by 1948, his wealth and influence intact. Germany rebuilt, and former Nazi-linked industrialists quietly returned to business. When he died, his sons inherited a thriving empire, a legacy few dared to examine. In the late 1950s, BMW was on the brink of collapse. Competitors dominated every market. A takeover loomed. One heir intervened. He increased his stake, took control, and restructured the company. BMW survived, then thrived, and the family was celebrated for business genius, while the origins of their fortune remained in the shadows. For decades, the family avoided public discussion of their wartime past. A 2000s documentary finally exposed it. One descendant admitted, avoiding the past had been a mistake. They pledged $7 million towards memorials for forced laborers, a tiny fraction compared to a fortune in the tens of billions. Today, the family's power is secure. Influence spans industries, supply chains, and national economies. Their public image polished, their legacy framed as success. But the foundation remains unchanged. Empires do not forget their origins. People do.